Told you I'd be back today. Oh, I got something kind of crazy happening right there. All right, now that that's tucked away, I am back this morning. Want to give you a little heads up on the forecast, and then I will complain about my phone, because maybe some of you have some advice for me that I haven't thought of, and I always appreciate anyone that can lend a helping hand. But the deal today is that it's gonna be kind of average March day. Although we're talking about some colder air moving in, it's really moving in over the next 24 hours. So tomorrow is gonna be really cold. Tomorrow we've got wind chills that will be back in, let's say, the single digits. This morning, you've got some lower 30s to start, and you've got highs in the upper 30s and lower 40s this afternoon. So by comparison, it's going to be about 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday afternoon, but yesterday made it onto our warmest days list in Boston. It was only the third time in 2021 that we actually made it up to 50 degrees. So yesterday was relatively mild. Today it's going to be kind of back to normal. Mix of sun, scattered clouds will keep the forecast dry. It's going to get a little bit breezy tonight with gusts up around 35 miles per hour. Not to worry, we're not talking damaging wind gusts like we saw earlier this week, but because it's going to be colder tomorrow morning, because it's going to be windier tomorrow morning, I've got wind chills that will be back in the singles. So just a little heads up, it's going to be a lot cooler for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before we get to some more wonderful temperatures looking ahead into next week. And you can catch that latest forecast on the Boston 25 Morning News until 11 a.m. I've got updates every 10 minutes. And trust me, I've got your weekend plans covered. I've got today's plans covered. We'll talk about winds, wind chills, all that good stuff. Now my phone. The reason that I did not do an update with you guys yesterday is because I was having some major connectivity issues. I have an iPhone 11 Pro. I got it last summer. I don't usually go out and get the newest phone. What I usually do is I wait for like my 2 years to end, and then I just like upgrade to whatever is the latest, and then I kind of ride it out for 2 years. I am not even a year into having this phone, and I've had nothing but issues. I've had iPhones in the past. I think they're great. I love them. I like the way the whole family can kind of connect, and we can all keep an eye on locations and all that stuff with teenage girls. I think that's really important. But this phone in particular has major issues with dropping calls, not even being able to connect to calls in the first place. And when I work from home, I have to use my phone and I have to call into the IFB line. That's how I hear programming, and that's how I talk. So yesterday, again, I was having issues with the calling feature. I do have Wi-Fi calling on my phone. Last week I worked with Verizon. They helped me, talk me through resetting my SIM card, all this stuff to try and help. I have found that turning airplane mode on and off, turning my phone on and off and then on again is one way to maybe improve performance. I kind of read about that. I don't know if it's in my head or if it's actually helping or not, but this phone is just the worst. I can't make calls, I can't maintain calls, even using the internet when we're on the go. My husband and I got this house so we could work on it and improve it, and we wanted projects, and we go to Home Depot or Lowe's in that part of town. I cannot connect to anything on this darn phone. So that was never an issue with my last iPhone. I'm just really frustrated, you guys. I actually love it otherwise. I think the camera's okay, the apps are fine. But obviously, if I'm not able to call into my IFB lines and have conversations and use the internet, it's kind of a pain in the neck. So if you have any advice, I really appreciated the comments that you guys left yesterday. I will take it. I will try to do whatever I can to improve it. I really don't want to trade this in for another phone. I don't feel like paying off this phone, which I don't love, and paying for a new one. I think that's ridiculous. So that's where I stand. Otherwise, I will see you on the Boston 25 Morning News. Rant over. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and you can catch your forecast here on the news every 10 minutes. I'm gonna get going. I think maybe I don't need another cup of coffee. Seems like I've had enough caffeine today. But, cheers. Hope your cup of coffee is nice and warm this morning, and I will catch you soon. Bye, guys.